Is this not fascinating? Venom versus Carnage, and then Venom versus Spider-Man, and then Venom plus Spider-Man versus Carnage? Hi guys, and welcome to KJ Reviews and to this trailer reaction. So guys, this fellow YouTuber reached out to me and he was like, can you react to this trailer? Gary, yes I can, and we are going to take this opportunity to discuss what we want to see from Venom 2 and the interesting possibilities that lie ahead for the upcoming movie. But now let's see the trailer.
We had a crew back in the day when we was young. He thought he was a tough guy. Then the neighborhood changed. It wasn't enough to be tough no more, you know, you had to be mean.
That doesn't sound very optimistic.
We're here to find a new mascot, one who truly represents what this fan base is all about. Gotta be scary. Come on in.
Oh jeez, I just love this.
Hi, Eddie.
Hey,
The Aerosol.
It's not about trying to be the ultimate.
I haven't seen that one.
It's what's in here that matters. You can do this. You got this.
You think so?
I'm not
I'll get
sure,
out of
but yeah.
And I will. There's gonna be carnage.
I'm not this, and I'm not them.
Oh boy. Maximum Carnage. Yeah, probably. So yeah guys, you can check out this channel that made a trailer. He makes a ton of fan-made trailers. So now let's talk about what this trailer sparked in me in terms of what we can expect from Carnage. So first of all guys, Carnage is an awesome character. He is even worse than Venom because he doesn't have any humanity in him. As far as I remember, I've watched the older animations and Carnage there was of course a bit censored because in reality he is extremely violent. He just rips out people's heads left and right. He literally inflicts, well, carnage upon everybody that he crosses, and he doesn't care whatsoever. He is a true psychopath. Yeah, look at Woody Harrelson. He is nuts. I mean, his character, how he plays Carnage, yeah, that's freaking Carnage right there.
There's gonna be carnage.
I was personally always fascinated, especially when I watched the older animations, the connection between Carnage and Venom, because as you know, Carnage is the kid of Venom and they're both very powerful symbiotes. But I think that Carnage is a bit more powerful, especially by the fact that he doesn't have any friction between him and his host, which is very scary because his human host basically is super agreeable and he enjoys what Carnage can bring. He enjoys and supports the totally evil animalistic nature of Carnage. So they have just better symbiotic relationship in a way compared to what Eddie has with Venom. And that is what makes Carnage extremely dangerous because they are like one. They are really one. They are connected in a deeper level. Unfortunately, this is a very sadistic, evil, deeper level. This unity just makes Carnage a lot more dangerous than Venom. And of course, Eddie Brock is not a saint, and Venom and him do have some things in common in the terms that they're both like outcasts in their society. They're like the underdog, which we saw from the movie. And I personally like this take on Venom. I love the movie. The first movie was not huge in terms of special effects and all of that, but the way that Venom was made and his connection with Eddie was really, really compelling and kind of relatable in a way. As much as you can have a relatable feeling towards an alien symbiote that has taken a control of a human that is really down on his luck. But you can kind of relate to that in terms of the fact that, yeah, they're so different types of organisms, but together they can be very exceptional and powerful. Not only with what they can do, but Eddie can actually make a difference in the life of many people if he wishes, bad or positive. When he is only human, he is powerless. And that is a very interesting juxtaposition, you can say. He is powerless when he's human. Venom is also powerless if he is on his own, in a way. But when he connects with Eddie, both become something really, really special. So in the new movie, guys, in Venom 2, I would like to see how this connection between Venom and Eddie is more explored, how that is a power that they can utilize against Carnage, and how the other type of connection that Carnage has with his host, how that is also directed and compared to what Eddie has with Venom, and which one of the two connections can prevail when they have conflict, inevitable conflict. So to me, guys, this can go much deeper into talks about psyche, and talks about willpower, and talks about what makes somebody really mentally strong. And yeah, we do have something that is not quite relatable in real life, but between these characters, they do create on itself separate ways of being, so to speak, when two intelligent creatures are bound together. So in their nature, Venom and Carnage as symbiotes are so interesting and unique organisms, and when they bound with the human host, and humans have so many layers to them, and one is flawed but not completely evil, which is Eddie, and one is so damaged and really evil and has let go of all the good that holds him back. All of the things that just when a human being lets go of, the humanity is just left behind and chaos ensues, and Carnage expresses that through, well, Carnage. So he is complete abomination because he is one with evil, and he is completely given up, and evil has taken hold of him, and this evil in this case is the symbiote. So as you know, guys, I always like to dissect things and just to think deeper of what could be behind everything and behind the idea of something. And in terms of our favorite characters, especially of my favorite characters, I always favor, so to speak, characters that have a very specific depthness into them, layers to them, something that you can actually pick your brains about. And I just value if the characters, of course, have substance to them. On the first glance, these very horrifying creatures, they just don't strike you as something that screams intelligence, but the idea behind them, I think that is very amazing and fascinating and could be explored to a lot deeper levels than you may think initially. So in the new movie, guys, I would love to see Spider-Man into this mix. Maybe, just maybe, I'm not sure if we should see only Venom vs. Carnage for the second movie, and then the third movie, Venom vs. Carnage vs. Spider-Man. If Venom defeats Carnage in the second movie, but of course, he's not completely dead or anything like this. So in the next movie, that could be a Spider-Man movie, he could be just crept into the Spider-Man universe. But before that, maybe we should see Venom with Spider-Man. So it's a bit like, oh my gosh, this is so fascinating. So which should go first? Like, should we see first Venom versus Spider-Man? Should we see Venom versus Spider-Man and Carnage being defeated somewhere? Then he could creep in when, let's say, Venom and Spider-Man are now with a better relationship towards each other. In the circumstance that Carnage is now the common enemy, Venom and Spider-Man could come together and just go against Carnage. This is so fascinating, and there's so many possibilities I hear in this. But for my personal preference, and maybe what makes logically more sense, at least when I think about it on the top of my head, is like we have now, Venom versus Carnage. Maybe the interaction with Carnage would make Venom realize how bad Carnage is, and maybe that's gonna make him a bit better. I'm talking about the symbiote himself, and I'm talking about Eddie himself. So maybe that is going to turn into an anti-hero kind of a thing that is already established to a point in the first Venom movie. So maybe something like this will happen, and then he can be more ready and more evolved in his view of the world towards his betterment in a way, to actually work with Spider-Man to defeat fully Carnage in the future. Something like this is very, very interesting, guys, when you think about it. But of course, firstly, Venom will have a conflict with Spider-Man, that is for sure. This is similar to how things went into the old 90s animation, and to me this has more substance and it makes more sense for the natural progression of Venom and for the natural progression also of Peter and how he's going to react to Venom. So first he needs to meet Venom and then he can be ready to deal with Carnage. That is my desire, so to speak, and that's my preference. So let me know, guys, what you want to see in Venom 2, which because of the current world situation is probably going to be delayed a year or two, who knows. But what do you want to see, guys, in the second Venom movie? Is this not fascinating? Venom versus Carnage, and then Venom versus Spider-Man, and then Venom plus Spider-Man versus Carnage? I think it's super amazing and it's just a dream come true for me, and I guess for you guys if you are fans. But if you have different ideas or anything that you like to share, let me know in the comments, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to support me, check the links down below to my OnlyFans, which is my sex educational platform, and physique updates of my fitness progression, fitness channel for coaching towards your superhero physique, Patreon, and the Streamlabs link. Till next time, me get you reviews, guys, and let the discussion begin.